So I know is, oh God, this is going to be tough. I know I'm going to get chastised for this comment. So pause the video now and get ready to word vomit below. But hello everyone, Marc Daniel Patrick here, musical theater coach. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while I'm on that, for everyone who's subscribed, commented, viewed my videos, come back for each and every video, I can't thank you enough for all the support you've given me. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, you can head over to marcdanielpatrick.com. We have a couple of merchandise items there. I don't know why you'd want a t-shirt with my name on it, but if that's your thing, I cannot thank you enough for supporting the channel in that way. More styles are coming soon, I promise you, but I greatly appreciate it. Today we're taking a step back into the longest running musical there's ever been, and taking a look at possibly one of the most recognizable musical theater songs of all time. Music of the Night has been performed by a countless number of musical theater legends, from Michael Crawford to Colm Wilkinson to Gerard Butler. But today we're going to take a look at the most requested video on this channel by far, and that is Ramin Karimloo. Now, as a 12-year-old growing up near Toronto, Canada, Ramin has said that Colm Wilkinson was actually one of his greatest inspirations for getting into musical theater, for Colm was playing the Phantom in Toronto at the time. And it's that inspiration that took him to his West End debut in Les Mis, a UK national tour of Miss Saigon, and this, the 25th anniversary of the Phantom of the Opera at the Royal Albert Hall.
Night time sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
I love how he holds on to that note. He really sustains that note. I mean, it's not written that way, but you have so much room in the music, so why not just use it? And he does it really well right there.
Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender.
I don't know how he sings with that much prosthetic on his bottom lip, so I mean, kudos to him for doing that. Those grasp it, sense it. I hate hearing this song when people are just going to try and sing straight through those. It's such a disservice to there's such such descriptive words. Why not just use that to sit in it and emote on those words instead of trying to sing them? And you can feel it right as soon as he grabs those two words so well. Yeah, he does that really well.
Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night.
Just before he keeps going here, I mean, it is a baritone song, right? So usually when they're going to cast a traditional tenor in the role, there are parts of the song that will help them. You know, a high A flat is no problem for a tenor, so they can usually handle that note quite well. But you do miss that bottom register, right? And I'm not saying he's not hitting the notes. He hits the notes quite well, but with a natural baritone, you just miss that bottom register richness that sort of like, you know, that the Phantom can bring. So he's hitting the notes just fine. It's just that bottom, you know, that bottom register. You'd like it to be a little bit more heavy and a little bit more rich there.
Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start.
What a great shot that is right there. That's fantastic. I've heard this song done a number of different ways when approaching those A flats, and it's so it can go back and forth. Personally, I love it when you come at this first one with a falsetto. I think it's just it's so sensual and so intriguing just to lay off of it. Even if you can hit it wide out, hit that first one with a falsetto and just sort of bring the audience in. And it's just so, he does it so perfectly well. I mean, look at how much you hear, how much air he's letting go through that note to let him stay on pitch, to keep it in key, to sustain the sound. But it's just so piercing, and the note is just so clean and so perfect. So his technique on that is really quite astounding. And I'll tell you, the dead giveaway for someone who's not able to actually hit those notes is listen for them to come off the notes. Generally, if someone's not comfortable with a certain note, you'll hear them crack or at least go off pitch when they're trying to come down off the note. He doesn't at all. He's able to round it out so perfectly, and you can tell it's just absolutely effortless for him.
And you'll live as you've never lived before.
Oh, that was such a genuine moment there. That's so good. And I'll tell you that the part of Christine in this role is quite difficult because you don't have anything to say, you don't have anything to sing. Your role at playing Christine here is to be there for the other actor, right? And what I mean by that is not to stand and just listen to the Phantom sing. Your job is to listen and to genuinely react to everything he's doing, right? So much of the magic of this song relies on Christine's reactions to what the Phantom is presenting. So they need to be in it just as much as he is, and obviously Sierra Bogus. Well, you can't get much better.
Softly, deftly, music shall surround you. Hear it, feel it, closing in around you.
Okay, I guess I could look it up and I could do some research, but somebody tell me why they feel the need to change the lyrics. I don't know who okayed that. Was it Andrew? Is it his idea? I don't understand. It's so unnecessary, and I don't know why. Every time I hear this song sung now recently, it's with the new lyrics, and it just throws me off all the time, and I don't understand why they had to do it. To me, it's just so unnecessary.
Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before.
God, just before he goes forward here, that's such, like, I'm getting chills from this. He's able to create such magic here for her. I will say that's the positive thing about being a tenor in this is you can, that register right where that sits is just so piercing for him, right? He's able to drive through those notes so incredibly well, and it honestly just gives me chills. Like, I think my nipples are hard.
Let your soul take you where you long to be.
Oh my God. Honestly, I just feel bad that I stopped before he got into that. So let's just go back a little bit just to let him get into that big note here.
Let your soul take you where you long to be.
Oh, yes. Hold that out longer than the orchestra. I love it. And like I said, that's the beauty of casting a tenor in this role, is that note is absolutely nothing for them. They can drive right through it and sustain it for as long as you want them to. And for a traditional baritone, that A flat is right on the cusp of their register, so you might not get a full sound there. But Ramin, my God, he's able to just hammer through that note and just sound so crystal clear. And once again, you hear coming off that note, there's nothing. It's so clean. He rounds it out so perfectly and holds it out longer than the orchestra, which I freaking love that.
then can you belong to me? Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me. Trust me.
Ramin, my God, I think I almost fainted there. That's such a delicate, passionate moment there. He's can take the highs and lows really well. After such a that big A flat is such a, a big monumental part of the song, flips it in and just brings us this delicate, passionate moment with Christine there. That's quite well done.
Each sensation, let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the
Okay, I have to say, we'll go back again on this because that's, orchestra coming in here is such a huge part. So I know oh God, this is going to be tough. I know I'm going to get chastised for this comment. So pause the video now and get ready to word vomit below. But for me, we talked about that lower register, that maybe that bottom richness that we're missing a little bit. I think we're also missing, he plays some subtle moments so incredibly well. He really does. I think what we're missing here is the Phantom just needs to be a little bit more in command. He's playing it very, almost as if he's pleading with Christine to follow him, just begging her to fall for him. And I get why that works for most of the show, but for this song, for this number, he's in his lair, he's in his element, he's dispelled the darkness around them so he can be whatever he wants to be. That's the time that you need to have that charm, that charisma, that confidence, that he just needs to take control of this situation. And for me, I'm just missing it a little bit with him. And again, I know I can't imagine the flack I'm going to get for this comment. So please comment below. Go right ahead. So for me, we're just missing it a little bit. There's just not enough. But we'll come back a couple seconds here just to get into this orchestra break.
Of the music of the night. My song take flight.
First of all, damn you, Andrew, for this orchestration. It's so beautiful listening to that. I grew up on the Phantom. So many people grew up on the Phantom, and just especially that orchestra break there, you can't help but get emotional there. It's just so
Help me make the music of the
wow. That's really great. That's really quite good. It can be tricky, honestly, to sustain that note, because that note, you're sustaining it against a chord progression that makes that note sound a little dissonant at times, but he holds it out crystal clear and brings it out to the end. That's quite beautiful. God. Okay, so I'm sorry for stopping so much and going through so many things. I know I'm going to get comments for that, but for me, this was such a pivotal song in school. When I first brought this song into a master class and being able to, I remember vividly dissecting this song with my vocal coach, Robert Graham, shout out. I remember dissecting it with him, and so many, we would discover so many things, and we'd discuss so many things about the song, and where it should sit and where it should come up, and where and how we want to place those soft moments and the high moments as well. And it was just, that's why it's one of those great musical theater numbers that just everyone waits for. You know, you're really, the whole performance of the Phantom hinges on just this number, right? And Ramin, I'll tell you, lives up to the billing. I had a small comment in there, which I know I'm going to read about it below, but look, the best thing I've read about him is he's come into musical theater completely blind. He was never trained as a vocalist, never trained as a singer. He just grew up knowing he could sing and kind of stumbled into musical theater. And that's such a beautiful story. I love it, because you don't necessarily need all this backstory and all this training behind you to become what he's become, right? He's said quite openly many times is he'll look at a page of music and he'll watch the staff go along and he's like, oh, that's a big one right there. So he knows it's a big jump, but he can't read the music. And it's so perfect that he's admitting that, he owns up to it, and he has a perfect voice. So we all just forgive him for it. And as we should, just because he hasn't trained and hasn't studied music, thoroughly since he was, 4 years old, doesn't mean he can't be one of the biggest musical theater stars of our time right now, and he absolutely and rightfully is. Okay, that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can find me on Instagram at Marc Daniel Patrick or at my website at marcdanielpatrick.com. Until next time, I'm Marc Daniel Patrick, and thanks so much for watching.